Hi, I'm Andrew Peralta, and this is RWB Tobero. So yeah, it started when I was little. Siguro, yun nga, my dad loved cars, so did my lolo. They have a history of, you know, being car enthusiasts as well. And actually, I think my first experience nga was, I was still like a toddler. I was still small. And then my dad had this Toyota Sprinter and Corolla, 1970s, around that time. And then it had a drag spec, like pang drag racing siya. So I would sit in the back seat. My older brother would be a passenger. Then he would like gas it. And it wouldn't be, I don't know, at that time it felt super fast to me. Like I would just be scared and like be crying at the back seat. At the same time, after, it would be so relieving, or like, what about like adrenaline rush. Like even though I'd be crying, I'd still love it. Which is weird. Pero yun nga. Siguro, dun ako nag-start. And then, yeah, as I got older, we got like a PS2. And then, started playing Need for Speed and Midnight Club. And then, siguro, that's how I learned more about cars and customization. The basics, just wheels, bumpers, exhaust. And then, yeah, model cars, like, or the specifics, like different variations and other types of tuners, yung mga favorite ng ibang tao. But pretty much I just learned through playing games. Basically everything I learned about cars, I learned through playing games. Through car customization, through choosing your car. That's how I learned car models, car manufacturers, car like parts. And then from then on, I just loved cars since then. RWB Tubero is a Porsche 993, and it has an RWB kit, if you're familiar with it. It's a wide body kit made by the great Akira Nakai. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, the engine stock, we only changed the exhaust, 5-speed exhaust. We got interior done, just sports seats, metal flooring, pretty much it. The rest is the same. And the roll cage. So we had this Porsche 911 SC. I would say second gen 911. And then back then, facelift kits were the thing. So they facelifted it to a 964 body. And then, yeah, that's what I remember being like young as well. That's what we had. And then, yun dapat actually magiging RWB. Then going to RWB, yeah, we approached Angie and we told her if we could RWB that. And during that time, dahil nga second gen Porsche, Angie was like, no, just keep it. Sayang. Keep it, restore it. And then, if you want, just look for a donor car. Luckily, we were able to find one for cheaper. We found this midnight blue Porsche 993. Tiptronic, good condition. It was running, but like the engine had a few issues. And then, yeah, brought it to the shop. Angie said it was fine, so it was a go. And then we just had to wait for the kit to come in for painting and everything. And waiting for Nakai to come in to do the car. But while waiting, of course, we had to think of a name, color, what we wanted to do with it. And yeah, so it started the process. Most of the time, Akira Nakai is the one who names the car. He gives a name to the car. And then, yeah, recently lang nangyari na you could name your car yourself. So we were thinking of a name. Kung meron man. Pero, ayun, that process took longer. And then I came home one night. My dad told me, alam ko na, just, to play around with original Porsche, pangalan natin Tubero. Actually, sabi ko, ba Tubero? Well, at that time, ang alam ko lang is because, we have a plumbing company and all of that. He used to be a plumber. That's why naging Tubero yung name. And then, he also told me na parang, maganda dun Tubero. Pero yung font niya sa gilid, gayahin natin yung turbo font ng Porsche. So pag binasa ng tao, kala nila turbo. Pero pag binasa nila naman, maigi. Tubero talaga yung name. So yun, that's how we thought of that. And then I said, what if we make it matte orange? Para mukha siyang PVC pipe. So Tubero, matte orange, plumbing. I was like, sure. Pero yun nga, he told me na parang, hindi ba madumihin? And I thought about it also. I'm just like, oh, that's true. Kasi ang matte orange, lalo na matte colors in general, if you get any slight scratch on it, it's just out there. Parang kitang-kita siya. So we were thinking of how to change it up. And then we thought about making it like the McLaren orange. But during that time, parang McLaren orange was too bright. And then Volcano orange, also from McLaren, was too dark. Parang hindi bagay sa Porsche. And then we found one in between, also from McLaren. It's called Tarocco orange. So this is Tarocco orange, as you see it. It's like a, middle ground between dark and the lighter orange tones. Then yan, ginaya na namin yung pagka-metallic niya. And then to achieve that, yung kinuusap kami ni Andy, sabi niya, they had to mix a little bit of metallic flake and some pearl to get that metallic color na shines in the, in the sunlight lalo. But then actually that's why usually the photographers I talk to, they say it's hard to capture the real color of Tobero because sometimes in pictures, iba yung orange, it's either darker or lighter. Depende lang sa pagkakuha na, they color match it with how they really saw it. So with Tubero, actually, my dad actually was the one who planned everything, with having Sportster, Recaro Sportster CS seats. And Angie would also suggest, they would have all these options. But with that, actually, when we bought the car, the donor car, it already had a straight pipe. So it was really, really loud. At first, it was fun. Pero driving Tubero in traffic, with a straight pipe was deafening. The longer you stay in traffic, it is just rumbling. It's kind of you just wanted to stop, but you can't. So what happened was we asked Angie to change it. We changed the exhaust to a Fab Speed Sport exhaust. And now it's a little more quiet, but it still has a great sound to it. So at least we found the middle ground between obnoxiously loud and great sounding. The first times we actually had Tubero, actually, rekta akong meet. I think it was same week or the week after Tubero was made. I was messaged by Kev Carlos, who is now a good friend of mine. He asked me if I could go to a Stance Filipinas meet. And I've been hearing Stance Filipinas even before me getting into the community. Lagi ko nakikita yung mga, of course, Stance cars, and it's always Stance Filipinas. Yung lagi. And I was like, of course I'd love to. First experience. And then, he was the first person who ever actually invited me to a Stance meet. And from then on, lagi na ako Stance Filipinas. Lagi na ako nasa meet nila. Lagi na ako, when I can. And then, so the first ever time we brought Tubero out was at a Stance meet. And Mark Arsenal was there. He owns some of the RWBs before. And Illist. Tapos, sakto nandun siya. My first Stance meet, I met a lot of people, and then they would always say, yun nga, parang, grabe kotse mo, ganyan. And I was like, it's actually really not mine. I really don't want to take credit for it kasi, of course, pinaghirapan ng parents ko. Why would I take credit for something that I didn't work hard for? But of course, just to appreciate it, diba? That's why I love going to meets. Kasi ako, I don't really take ownership of this. It's just that I bring it around the most. Kasi baby ko siya eh. Like I take care of it. If there's something wrong with it, I always like address, check it, do things na, yun nga, change the wipers when it gets old and shit. Pero yeah, I take care of it a lot. Pero yun nga, I still don't take ownership kasi I didn't really work hard to get it. I didn't put in the work that my parents did for us to have it. That's why I always don't take credit and always show appreciation for them. Say they're the reasons why, I'm here right now and why we have Tubero. So my advice to car enthusiasts, there's this one thing that I always keep in mind. They say, it's never too late to do anything, You're not running out of time. Kasi as long as you're still living, you can still achieve what you want. Kasi if a lot of things can happen in a day, what more the next few years? So yeah, as long as you're still living, you still have a lot of time to do what you want and to get what you dream. Your dream cars or dream house, ganun. Kasi for myself, I'm also still trying to make my way to buying my own car. Kasi like I said, my dad's the one who bought everything and like, I'm just the one who influenced his mind. Yun nga, of course, as a dad, since siya rin naman naka-enjoy, why not, diba? So it's like a father-son thing. Kami ng brothers ko and my dad, ganun kami, mahilig kami sa cars eh. Pero ako, for myself, for my own achievements, like I'm still on the way there. Like I still have yet to buy my own car. So I guess we're in the same place, diba? So yun nga, that's what I look up to. Now, it's never too late to do anything. Yun nga, as long as you're still living, you can still achieve what you want. Kasi, yun, I'm still there. I'm still making my way there. Hopefully, that's why I really have a heartfelt appreciation for stance meets, going to stance meets kasi nakikita ko yung mga kotse nila. Kasi ako nga, wala akong kotse. Like, I just bring Tubero pero hindi ko naman kotse. I just, parang caretaker. Pero ako mismo, looking at their cars is like, I appreciate everything they do. Kaya, walang basagan ng trip. Ganun. Well, sa mga car enthusiasts na, yun yung masasabi ko na parang, walang basagan ng trip. Just appreciate other people. There's always reasons for them. First thing I always want to say is thank you to my parents. Kasi without them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I wouldn't grow up with the environment I grew up in na, with my love for cars, and it was never the easiest for them. Realizing that now that I'm older, pero back then I was super oblivious to it na, even though life was tough, they would never make us feel like it was. As much as they can, they would always make us try to feel comfortable. Pero even though they were struggling, they never showed us that part. Kaya, actually, thank you is never enough for them. Tubero is like a good representation of what my parents have gone through.